Welcome to Hog Island, where we're marooned and we have this one beer. See, it says all right on there, marooned on Hog Island. A stout brewed with Hog Island sweetwater oyster shells. Uh-oh. Telling you right now, if this has the slightest inkling of the taste of oyster, which I actually don't mind oysters, I just would prefer to say have an oyster and then have a beer, not to mix the two together. So after that whole thing with the oyster stout incident, Evil Neil, my patience is just zero for that. But as a side note, today is Tuesday, and today is the day that we have been promised by George, the CEO of Fullscreen, that he's letting us all go. I told him in the email that the shitstorm would start on Tuesday, and evidently they called our bluff. And first I got an email saying that we're going to let everybody go that wants to, but those guys that want to stay, we're going to make it a bigger, better, badder Guns, Guts, and Glory. And I guess within the next 2 hours, everybody had chimed in that they just wanted to be released and they don't want to be part of it. So Guns, Guts, and Glory is no more. It won't exist. So let's celebrate with an oyster beer. See, now I don't know if it's psychological. I can smell oyster. You can smell it, but it just has a dark chocolate, earthy, subtle coffee taste to it. You know, the sad thing is, you know, there's so much of our brain that that we have no idea what it does. And yeah, Chuck, yeah, I know. And in your case, or what it doesn't do. But it's that, like I said, that whole fill in the blanks kind of thing. If I would have just never read the word oyster. If I would have never read the word oyster, I'd probably be standing here saying, yeah, it's a bold, bitter, chocolatey, subtle coffee stout that it's not the best one I've ever had, but you know what? It's not bad, and I'm not quite sure, but there's this underlying flavor that I can't quite make out. I'll have to wait until I see the reviews on it before I know. Instead, I read the damn can and it says that this company specializes in oyster stuff. 7.9% by volume. Handcrafted and canned by 21st Amendment Brewery, San Francisco. Well, you see how much of this I got through so far, and I'm not really suffering. So, yeah, it's the oyster taste is very, very, very subtle. I mean, I think my brain is like filling in the blanks, but I'm sure it's probably in there. You know, some of you guys that when I did the oyster stout actually said, "Oh, I love that," and you know, something like this, I would actually say, okay, that sort of makes sense. I mean, you know, oyster and beer in the same. I mean, I've been to parties where you got oysters and you have beer, and well, I've been to parties that you had, you know, beer, and that was okay. So just to actually combine them. So yeah, there's no way in hell I was going to do that with the oyster stout that Evil Neil sent me. Because, like, till the next damn day, I could have gone out to the garage and guzzled gasoline and followed it up with some Shelby poop, and I still would have tasted that damn oyster stout. This is very, very subtle. Overall, I personally think they could improve the beer by leaving any amount of oyster juice that's used in it out. But if you are a person that last time told me you like an oyster beer, you have to like a dark, earthy stout, and you will get along great with Marooned on Hog Island. Overall, the rest of you that maybe go oyster, it was drinkable. I can't say it was enjoyable because I now knew that the oyster was in there. If this would have been the first oyster stout I had ever had, maybe my whole thought process would be completely different than it is now because, oh, excuse me, Birdman. I know, lame. Evil Neil, you know, pretty much wrecked it for oyster stouts forever. So, a rating? Would I get it again? You know, I might. The price is right. But let's just say if I found one of the stouts that I really like, or you know, a porter or a brown, would I get that instead of this? Yeah, probably. But if it turned out that this was, you know, really reasonably priced for a craft beer, I might actually think about getting. Nah, what am I thinking? I'm never gonna get it again, ever. So on the E scale, just because it did have a nice earthy. It was great up till the oyster part. So I'm just gonna hit her up with a 3.0. If it had no oyster flavor to it at all, I probably would have shot that in at a 5. But 3.0. So again, congratulations to anybody that was part of Guns, Guts, and Glory in full screen, that you're out. And I tell you, it's a big weight off my shoulders because I am personally responsible for grabbing ankles and bringing a whole bunch of you guys down. And I thought it was going to be better. You know, when you're approached by the firearms consultant for the largest gun channel on YouTube, and he is blowing pixie dust at you, telling you that you're going to make more money than you've ever made, and your subscriber count's going to go way up. You just stupidly want to believe it, and it wasn't the case. It was completely the opposite. But we're all out, we're all released, and a big hats off and a cheers to Russell, Poison Stinger. Dude, sorry man, I can't, hang on, let me see if I can find something for Russell. Because I just can't, I can't do that. I can't do that to Russell. Ooh, that wasn't what I thought it was. We almost cheered Russell with a Steel Reserve. That's just so wrong. That's just. Sorry, Russell. Everything in there is like for review. All the me stuff is upstairs. So, again, Russell Poison Stinger. He's the one that went where everybody says he shouldn't have gone and pushed the envelope, and he pretty much helped blaze the path to get the rest of us out. So, Poison Stinger, this cheers goes out to you, and see you guys tomorrow. And I don't know what we're gonna look at next. Well, no, wait, hang on. We're gonna do the back in black. Yes, sir. Which is also from 21st Amendment. What the? Okay. So, see you guys tomorrow. Out of here. I got some bush beer to go drink. Yeah, it's like that.